This time on Irish Pickers, the boys head for County Limerick in search of rock and roll relics.
And the man himself, Philo, yeah.
Do you have a bit of a look from yourself now? You mean if you just get the old tash going?
Yeah.
At a castle in Tipperary, Ian may have met his match.
I wouldn't be comfortable at 3:35.
I know, but you can't be comfortable all the time in life. You have to make yourself uncomfortable and challenge yourself.
Yeah.
And rummaging through a collection of religious artefacts, no stone is left unturned.
You're way into places that I haven't even been to in years.
Top Dublin dealer, Ian Dowling, trades in the history of the Emerald Isle.
I'm on the road with my best mate, exploring every inch of this country to find the antiques that tell the stories of Ireland.
I like to look at these doors, man. That's a nice piece of history right there.
With the help of his team, Ian turns picks
1,000 wouldn't do it for you. Shake it 16.
into profit.
750 for the whole collection. I'll let you have them for 18.
925, come on, man.
All right, deal.
Ali's the brains of the operation.
I need you to head towards the Ring of Kerry.
Butsy's the muscle.
Yabba dabba doo!
And Vinny's the experience.
The early bird catches the worm.
We are historical treasure hunters, and together we make an amazing team.
Monday morning at Mulligan's. Landlord Gary is opening the pub, and Ali is busy setting up Ian and Butsy's next pick.
Oh my God, they couldn't come to a better place because I'm known as the local magpie, so I have picked up things from all around the country.
Oh, well, that sounds fabulous.
And this time she is one of Ireland's most historic castles, firmly in her sights.
Morning, Gary.
Lads, how you doing?
Beautiful morning, isn't it?
Yeah, beautiful morning. Lads, you two are up early.
I know, yeah, we're up and at 'em this morning. Yeah, we're actually going to head down to Limerick or Tip.
Anywhere interesting?
Not 100% sure yet. Ali's trying to get us into a castle.
All right, okay.
We're going to run upstairs now and find out.
No problem. See you,
We'll
lads.
see you later
Cheers,
on,
Gary.
right? Thanks a lot, Gary.
So how long have you had the castle?
Oh God, I'm living here now about 10 years, Ali.
So Yvonne, would it be okay if I sent the lads down to you today?
Oh, absolutely, Ali. I'm all for knocking on doors. I did it for many years myself because I used to be a dealer for about 18 years.
Ah, okay, so you know the business very well.
I know it well and I love the haggle.
Oh, great. Okay, listen, I'm going to send the guys down to you today, okay? So nice to speak to you.
You too, Ali.
Okay.
Take care.
Bye, darling.
Did you get us a castle?
Yeah, I did. Why don't you guys head down to Tipperary now and I'll ping you a location.
Great, Ali, yeah. And would you be able to find us a couple of other picks when we're down there? Just something a bit unique or a bit different?
Of course I can.
Ian and Butsy head 100 miles into the province of Munster on the celebrated long trip to County Tipperary.
It's a long way to Tipperary, it's a long way to go without your mother. It's a long way to Tipperary, to the sweetest girl I know. God bless her.
I want to stick on the old radio here, all right?
It's a long way to Tipperary.
The lads pass the Rock of Cashel. Legend has it the first Christian king of Munster was baptised on the site by St Patrick in the 5th century. And the rock remained a seat of power until the Norman invasion 700 years later. 6 miles on, and the lads finally get their first glimpse of Killinure.
Oh, there's the castle there, Ian.
Another ruin from Tipperary's turbulent past.
Check this out.
Yeah.
It looks like there might be some high-end stuff here, Nick.
Well, how are you,
Hello,
lads?
Yvonne.
How are things?
Great to
Good
meet
God.
you. Ian,
You're a smart-looking man.
thanks for having us. Thanks
And
very
you don't
much.
smell the
Thank you.
silage, which makes a big difference. How are you?
How are you?
You're very, very welcome to Killinure.
Yvonne Carmody went from antiques dealer in Dublin to rare breed cattle farmer.
Come on, suck. Come on.
She escaped the pressures of city life and bought Killinure Castle in 2007.
It was really the magic of the ruins that drew me here. I found it very seductive. It was a huge challenge, and I like to have a challenge.
The original fortress of Killinure dates back 450 years.
Come on through, we'll bring you through the
Brilliant,
torture chamber first.
Oh, torture
cool.
chamber.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ali was saying this was burnt down by Cromwell, is that right?
It was. You're walking through a big canal of history now.
Yeah.
When Cromwell arrived, unfortunately, there was 14 inhabitants here at Killinure, and all of them, bar one, were burnt in the back tower alive. These are the original scorch marks that you see here from the fire.
Seeing the scorch marks still on the wall of the castle gives you a real sense of what took place here.
But you know, it's important, I think, to keep the essence of what happened and not to wipe out any bit of history.
Yeah.
And so that's why we've never made any effort to take away any of the sort of macabre detail of the site either.
Beyond the castle ruins, the estate extends to some 80 acres. It includes numerous stables and outbuildings Yvonne uses as storage for her collections.
First impressions, there's going to be some top-end stuff in here.
In here we have a couple of interesting pieces, actually.
Yvonne was an antique dealer in Dublin for 14 years. This has me hopeful that she's got some really nice stuff here for sale. Yvonne, is this a stadium seat here?
Yes, it is. Well spotted. It's actually from Croke Park.
So straight away, I wanted to take this out into the light and have a good close look at it.
I think we might see some of the numbers on that.
Croke Park in Dublin is Ireland's largest sports stadium. It's the home of Gaelic games and was redeveloped in the 1990s, when all of its fixtures and seating were removed and replaced. This bench probably dates back to the 1940s.
Given Yvonne's background in antiques and just the impression that I feel she's going to be a tough negotiator, my tactic here is to go in very low. Would €100 do it, Yvonne?
Is it going to a good home? That's the most important thing.
Well, I'll be really honest, I haven't got a home for it straight away, but I promise you that it will go to a good home.
Okay. Well, would we say maybe 115?
That's sound, yeah.
Okay.
Deal. Thanks,
Good
Yvonne.
man, good man.
Thanks. I went in with a lowball offer of 100, and to my absolute shock and surprise, she said 115, and we've got a deal. Happy enough with that?
Yeah.
Thought you were going to be harder there, me. But,
Don't be saying that. It's still early.
I'm a bit worried that Yvonne is really just softening me up, and she's going to get much tougher on me further down the line.
It's early yet.
It is.
There you go. There's a fiver for a look, all right?
Oh, you're
Thank
very
you.
good.
Happy days. There's buckets of profit in this piece for me.
So we've another big storage unit back here, if you like.
Okay, great.
Mind yourself now on the boards and everything.
Will do, yeah.
You may get your torches out there now.
Rummaging through the gloomy barn, Butsy shines a light on an antique of rural Irish life.
There's a nice stool in. Nicely spotted, man. Like a milking stool, is it?
Yeah, it would be a little milking stool for the dairy maids, yeah.
Yeah. These dairy stools are always well made. It might look like a little kiddie stool, but it can really hold quite a bit of weight. That's the way they were designed, and they're just a fantastic little piece of furniture. Would €30 sound okay for that?
Well, this is a small thing, but it's a rare thing.
Yeah. Yeah, what were you thinking?
I was thinking 95 maybe, yeah.
Whoa, 95. So this, I knew we were going to get into it. I thought that was just a false sense of security, that Croke Park.
It surely was. I was only drawing you in.
I knew it was too easy,
Yeah.
But 95 would be really the top end. I'd be looking to sell it for 95.
Would you?
That would be a good price for it, I think.
Sure, right. We could meet in the middle, maybe 65.
Can we say 40?
Will we say 55?
We say 45.
What about 50?
Okay, deal.
Done.
Thank you.
Good man.
Cheers, thanks a mil.
It's a win-win.
It's a lovely little stool, yeah. There you go, first 50.
You're very good.
That's grand. That was a proper tussle there. I'm expecting more of that.
Surely was. Just going to go up here now over the stable block, lads, because I have another little storage area up here.
Ian's searching for items that reflect the history of the house.
It's very nice, Butsy, isn't it?
It is very nice.
And soon finds a print depicting Oliver Cromwell in the act of dissolving the English Parliament in 1653.
No parliaments. I say you are no parliament.
It was quite amazing to see this here of all places. Not only is Cromwell the most hated man in Ireland, but he's the man responsible for the burning of this castle.
Oh, you found him, the bad old devil. We hid him here a few years ago, actually, when we came upon him in our collection with the history between the castle and
himself. As an Irish patriot, I'd usually walk straight past a piece like this.
It's not to say that the people around him aren't good people. Maybe that's why he was dissolving them.
From the business point of view, I can't really leave this behind me. Would €80 sound good to you?
Well, I tell you what, he's caused so much pain. Let's call it €280. As you well know, there's a huge market, especially in America and England, for etchings, original etchings with the original frame.
It'll go across every, 280 for Cromwell just goes, yeah, no, that wouldn't happen now for myself. Like, it would have to be, you see, I think that Let me think about this for a second. I'm
Oh,
gonna
right
I already
No,
have
she's
the
already
answer.
she's
Go on.
already kind of got me all flustered now.
Coming up, will Ian seal the deal for one of Irish history's great villains?
I'll go easy on you.
Yeah.
260.
That's not easy though. Yvonne, that's
And in Limerick,
I love that poster as well, to be honest.
he makes a bid for his rock and roll heroes.
For 750.
750, yeah.
At Killinure Castle in County Tipperary, Dublin dealer Ian Dowling has his eye on an etching of Oliver Cromwell. But will former antique dealer Yvonne Carmody be willing to part with this reminder of the castle's dark past?
I'll go easy on you.
Yeah.
260.
That's not easy though, Yvonne. That's 20. I'll tell you what. Look, I'll put my best foot forward.
Yeah.
At 140. Because I have to make some money out of it too, you know.
Let's call it 200.
I'll tell you what. Can we say 160?
What about 185? And we'll still be friends by the time you
185
leave.
is okay. That's all right. That's grand.
Good man.
Deal.
We're
deal,
still
deal.
friends.
Thanks. I'm happy at 185, but it's still a bit of a tricky sell.
Oh,
Okay,
you
cool.
triple your money on that, lad. Somebody loved that.
There's a really good profit here, but it's going to take a little bit of out-of-the-box thinking to get it sold at a good price. Right, thanks a million, Yvonne. Delighted with that. We'll take Cromwell off your hands and out of here. Didn't expect that, Butsy, did you?
No.
Across the other side of the room was an ebony cabinet that I was really interested in taking a closer look at.
It is completely original. It has the original velour in it and the curved glass, of course.
It's gorgeous.
It's just missing one of the original bun feet.
All right, so that's the foot then.
Yes, so there'll be an easy repair done on that.
Yeah.
So we're lucky we still have that.
Well, look, I'd offer you 150 for this.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. There's a second one. Well, I know you have to do a little bit of work on it. I appreciate that very much. What about 190? And I'm only saying that because I really like the two of you now.
Okay, can we say 170?
Let's say 180.
That's deal.
Okay,
Deal. Lovely.
good man.
Thanks so
Good
much.
man.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Absolutely deadly. 180 for the ebony cabinet. Just fantastic value. Great. Yeah, fantastic.
man.
Happy days. I'm going to send this to the high-end antique dealers of Francis Street, Dublin's antique quarter, where I believe that they'll get top dollar for this particular piece.
So guys, this is the back hall of the house, the main house, and then this is the front hall out here. This is one of my favourite ones here of the sick child and his dog.
But Ian's eye is drawn away from the walls.
What's this trunk here, Yvonne?
I've had this for over 20 years, actually. I picked this up off another dealer in Dublin. It would be a military-style trunk. We do have a plate name here, but I don't honestly know anything about this boy.
Captain J.H. Lloyd, Royal Artillery.
It's a bit of weight in it, you know?
Yeah. Lovely. As soon as you opened up this trunk, you realised that Captain Lloyd must have been an officer of some repute. Are these the original labels on
Yes, they would be the original labels, yeah.
So there's coffee pot mug, space for a couple of mugs, bottles. It's a lovely piece. Yvonne,
I know, it's an absolute beauty.
there's a brass plate here with the maker's name, E&E Emmanuel, Silversmiths and Co. Queen 101, High Street, Portsmouth.
So it's an English piece that ended up in Ireland, actually. And I found this on the inside. This might have been his two girlfriends, maybe.
Oh, right. That was here inside
That
the
was
chest when you
inside
got
the
it.
box, yeah.
Oh,
So
brilliant.
there you go.
I love mysteries like this, and so do my clients. And if Ali can get to the bottom of who this man was, I know we can add real value and definitely turn a really great profit out of this trunk. Would €200 work for you, Yvonne?
It's like a piece of sculpture for me, you know.
Yeah.
It's something I've had in my life for a long time.
Yeah.
So for me to let that go, I would have to get you to up that offer a little bit. Yeah.
I could go to 250 on it.
I'd say 350.
Yeah. Could we say 275? I think I'd be comfortable at 275.
How about 335?
I wouldn't be comfortable at 335.
I know, but you can't be comfortable all the time in life. You
I
have
know.
to make yourself uncomfortable and challenge yourself.
Yeah. I think 3 is my best.
Okay.
3,
How about
definitely.
310 for good luck? I'll throw in the ladies.
Go on, okay, deal. All right, deal. A little bit more than I wanted to pay, but this is in absolutely fantastic condition. If Ali can dig up some provenance on this, I'm going to be sticking up online with every little bit of information we uncover. or else I'll send it to auction. Either way, it's going to sell really, really well.
Ian pings some pics of the trunk back to base.
Oh, the lads are after texting me from Killinure.
Oh, nice one.
Finally putting you to work today.
That's what we're here for.
Okay, so
Yeah, gorgeous. Well, it's like an old military campaign type box.
Ian wants me to look into J.H. Lloyd, Royal Artillery.
Oh, that's posh.
Yeah, defo.
Yeah, well, that shouldn't be too hard, lad, because that's British Army, and they have fantastic archival records.
Ian's coming away from Killinure Castle with bankable furniture, some villainous artwork, and a piece of antique militaria that should return a total profit of around €1,200.
Coming to Killinure Castle today has been an absolute treat.
A big toast to the two of you for coming down.
Thank you for
We
having
had great
us.
fun.
Thanks so much.
Brilliant.
Thank you. And not only that, Yvonne was an absolute pleasure to deal with, because I thought I really had my work cut out for me here today. She knows her stuff, she knows the value of things, but she actually went easy on me here, I think, a little bit. Thanks so
That was
much.
the first
Thank you so
time.
much.
The
Thank
next
you.
time. The next time now.
The next time's going to be tougher,
It's going
yeah.
to be really, really tough. I think Ian and myself can do lots of business going forward. I see huge potential. Like cogs in an engine, I think we're going to fit together really well. We can do really good business.
Next morning, Ali calls with news of their next pick.
Hi Ian, how's it going?
Yeah, pretty good, Ali. We're back on the road. Have you got any good leads for us?
So I've been speaking to a guy called Kieran Murray. Sounds like he's had his finger on the pulse of the entertainment industry in Limerick City for like over 4 decades. And he's collected a huge amount of music memorabilia.
That's brilliant, Ali. There's big books in music memorabilia.
I'm after getting you guys exclusive access. So make the most of it, okay?
We will, Ali. Don't you worry about that. We're on our way.
The lads set the sat-nav and head 30 miles west to Limerick City, where King John's Castle has stood on the banks of the River Shannon since the 12th century, surviving no fewer than 5 sieges in the 1600s. Today, Ian and Butsy are planning their own rock and roll raid on the city.
You sure this is the right place?
I said so on the map.
Check this out. Wow. Kieran. Hi.
How are you doing?
Ali sent us down. My name's Ian.
Ian, welcome.
Butsy, I'm the sidekick.
How are you doing? Welcome to the cave.
Very, very impressive space you have here.
Secret collection we've put together over the years, you know.
Kieran Murray has had a lifelong career in entertainment as a rock and roll roadie, music promoter and nightclub owner.
I'm working in the clubs with my brothers and then doing the bands, loading gear, selling T-shirts, and moved on then to the pub trade.
So you were a roadie?
A roadie.
Yeah.
Roadie, loading in the gear. Humper is called. Yeah, ligger,
man.
loading
Yeah.
it in, yeah. So that was it.
Oh, and did you ever tour with this fella here?
He doesn't bite, by the way. Have a look and see what we have here.
Kieran's warehouse is packed to the rafters with music memorabilia collected over the last 40 years.
Nice full set of 20 tubular bells here.
Wow.
And the boys waste no time getting stuck in.
Oh, ticket stubs here, man, from U2. Love that poster as well, to be honest.
Howard the Duck, do you remember
No.
that? No.
That's deadly, isn't it?
That's absolutely brilliant. This is,
Jeez, that's
there's
real
another
90s,
one.
isn't it?
Do you remember that one?
Oh, stop the lights. Do you remember all the controversy about it back in the mid-90s?
Yeah.
I don't think Ireland had ever seen anything like it.
Yeah.
The priests were giving out about it at the time, and people were crashing their cars. There was road accidents all over the place. It's a whopper poster, and actually very collectible, to be honest with you, because of the... Would she be for sale?
Open to a serious offer now, real collector's poster now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're looking for it north of 500.
I think the old head is going to have to rule the heart here. Sad to leave without the Ava poster, but at the same time, I totally understand why he wants to hang on to it. Look, I would too. See that Butsy? I can make a business decision.
Oh, fair play to you.
So much good stuff here, there.
There's loads, isn't there?
Are these all press photographs?
They're all pressed photographs from different artists over the years.
Brilliant. So you've got Scott Gorham there from Tin Lizzy.
And filling it himself.
Philo,
yeah. They're a good band. Tin Lizzy were great. You have a bit of a look at them yourself now. You mean if you just get the old tash going there, you'll be fine. What do you think?
I think you're right. You're spot on there, yeah.
I actually have a poster at Tin Lizzy when they played Drum Keen. I'll grab it. Just 1 sec. I'll grab it here.
I'd love to see that.
All right, check this one out now. This is a Tin Lizzy poster from the gig in Drum Keen. This gig was 1979.
This poster is a gem, not only because of the colours, because it replicates the famous backdrop that they would have had on stage. Well, it's a fantastic poster, Kieran. I'd love to get the deals kicked off with this one. Would you take €100 for this?
I'd want 150.
150? 150,
Should we do
yeah.
150. You know what I mean? Let's get,
Yeah, deal.
All
Just get going.
deal.
Thanks very much, Kieran. Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
Super.
Ian can expect to make at least €100 by selling the Tin Lizzy poster to a music memorabilia collector. And while he has the opportunity, he's keen to cash in on more legends of Irish rock.
Can I talk to you about this U2 poster here behind us?
This is their gig they did in Cork back in the 80s with UB40, Dublin, it says, and Subterraneans.
Yeah.
That's one in the frame. I think here in there might be another one there that's... we got one here. Yeah, you see this one there? That's a Joshua Tree one. You see this one here? I have another one there as well. This one out of the frame rolled up there. This is, you see this bundle of posters here is B. Murray Sestry. That's my late brother Brendan. This is when he did the U2 gig in Limerick, the TikTok tour.
So this would have been one of U2's first tours then?
And this would have been back 1980. What do you think of this one?
I like that, yeah, it's great.
Very cool.
And you see the lineup with them, you know what I mean? 2 different days, the Pogues, Light a Big Fire. You know what I mean? It was a cool lineup.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
U2 were selling out stadiums around the world at this time, everywhere from Argentina to Australia, and of course, right here in Ireland. And these are original posters from that time. We're trying to do a deal on these four then.
Well, for the big one I was saying, I was looking for 400, right?
Okay.
And then 200 for that one.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then I'll do 150 for the other one. And for the green one, it's sentimental value to me, its existence, so I'll give you a present of that one.
Okay, well, thank you.
Right?
Thank you,
You're taking the other 3, I'll draw that one in with it.
Okay,
right?
well, thanks a million.
750.
750, yeah. Grand, okay, cool. Yeah, look, I'm not going to argue with that deal.
Yeah.
And thanks
Okay.
for the gift.
Cheers, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Thank you. The Tin Lizzy and U2 posters are absolute gems because they're fantastic pieces of original music memorabilia and they sell really well.
Alongside his rock and roll retrospective, Kieran also has a vast collection of pub and movie memorabilia.
Richard Harris, one of our own. That's cool, man.
Crocodile Dundee.
Very cool.
That's not a knife, this is a knife.
Whilst working as a music promoter in Limerick, Kieran staged many events at the city's Savoy Theatre,
Look, check out all this, the exit signs and the...
which also served as a cinema.
That's mad, isn't it?
The projector here, can you tell me, is that from the Savoy?
That projector, original movie projector from the Savoy.
When the theatre closed in 1988, Kieran saved a lot of its decor, including a collection of advertising slides that were used during movie intermissions.
You can see that one at Variety Club of Ireland, 1960. Pure flavour of the month, strawberry ice cream.
Are they all 1960s?
You mean 50s, 60s?
Yeah.
Here's some advertising Beauty and the Beast.
Each of these slides was hand painted, and you can just imagine the amount of work that went into every single one. These are lovely, Kieran. I'd love to take some of these away. Would you do 5 for 20?
5 for 20.
Yeah, deadly.
Have a
Thanks,
deal, yeah.
Thanks
Cheers,
very much.
yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Brilliant. I was very happy to take 5 of these away for 20 quid. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with these yet, but I'm definitely going to backlight them to show them at their best. I'll split them and sell them individually, and I should see a good profit. Listen, I wanted to ask you about these signs hanging from the ceiling over here, Kieran.
Yeah.
Are they from the Savoy
These
as well?
ones here, they're all from Savoy, all original signs,
Okay, yeah.
All 30s, 1940s, you know.
There's a range of ceiling light fittings that I'd love to get my hands on. They sell really, really well. They're very collectible. They look fantastic. Anybody could appreciate them.
Interesting, when you look at the variety in them, what they did in the days, tea lounges and ladies' retiring rooms.
Yeah, they're great. Are any of them for sale?
Some of them.
Yeah.
I'd part with one of the exit ones and I'd part with maybe one of the ladies' retiring rooms.
Okay. You do a deal on the pair?
I do a deal on the pair for €500 for the 2.
Yeah, I'm just thinking what I could sell them for, just enough of a margin for me to make it. Would you do 4 for the pair?
425.
Yeah, okay, deal. Yeah, thanks very much. Thank you. Right. Thanks very much, Kieran. We settled at 425. Very happy with that. I'm going to put these signs up online for 450 each. Kieran had a few more light fittings from the Savoy Cinema. These were 3 Bakelite and metal circle and stalls signs.
These would have gone on the ceiling.
You're right. Are they for sale?
Yes.
So what would you be thinking for the 3 of these, Kieran?
For the 3 of them, the fact the bigger one has no back in it. I mean, the other 2 that we got working, you mean, how's €60 sound?
60's a deal, yeah. Sound. Thanks very much, Kieran. Thank you. Sound. Thanks a million. These will go up online and I'll sell each of these for 60 quid.
Coming up, Ian follows in the footsteps of a famous hellraiser.
Many a pint has been spilt in this bar. One of the most famous guys was Oliver Reed.
Oliver Reed?
Oliver Reed, yeah, so...
And the boys visit a heavenly workshop where time has stood still.
It's like a Dickensian office or something like that.
In the city of Limerick, Irish picker Ian Dowling has been rocking the deals with music and movie memorabilia collector Kieran Murray. But rummaging can be thirsty work.
What can I get you, Yeah, I wouldn't mind an old jar now that you say it, but I just wanted to ask you about the bar you have here.
It's Gothic style, put together a few years ago. Would you have the head off an old organ?
Oh, right.
The tunes used to come out through those, you mean the way to that. And the 2 pillars came out of the Parkway bar in Limerick, part of the bar counter. And then the front of it then is Church Pew.
If I get the bar at a reasonable price, I definitely want to do a deal on this today.
Many a pint has been spilt in this bar. One of the most famous guys, remember, he was there having a tequila one night. He was in a restaurant having a couple of drinks. It was Oliver Reed.
Oliver Reed?
Oliver Reed, yeah, so...
Kieran drops a bombshell. He tells me that Oliver Reed drank at this very bar. Absolutely fantastic. Mind blown. So is it for sale, Kieran?
It's for sale, all right, yeah.
Yeah? What kind of money would you be thinking?
I'd be looking for around €700 for it.
700. Okay, cool.
Would you be interested,
Yeah. And it is as it is there now anyway,
As it is, as you see it, yeah.
Yeah. I like the little players, please, like you put in.
You want me to include the players, please?
Yeah, it's
I will.
Yeah, thanks, Pat. It really kind of completes it there. Kieran wanted 700 quid for the bar. That's a fair price. I was happy to shake at that. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, deal. That's a deal. Yeah,
cheers,
I'm happy about that. Yeah, no, that's a fair price. Thank you. I'm absolutely thrilled with this bar. It's one of the best items I've ever bought. That's 2, 3. But now knowing what we know about Oliver Reed, it's really hard to put a price on it right now, to be honest with you, but I'm easily travelling the money on it.
The items that Ian bought, he's a great eye. He knows the stuff, knows the market out there people want. You mean, you see them, that's why I have them. I had a good eye looking at them, and their items go anywhere.
Ian's invested in a profitable collection of music and movie memorabilia, including a Hollywood A-lister's watering hole, which means he could be in line for returns of at least €2,850.
This has been a fantastic day. Going home really happy here. Got lots of fantastic items. But to be honest, the star of the day is the Oliver Reed bar. I'm absolutely thrilled with that.
The following morning, Ali calls with another pick in Limerick City.
Morning, lads.
Hey Ali, how's things with you? Have you found anything a bit different for us down here?
Yes, I've had some divine inspiration. How do you fancy getting a bit closer to God?
I'll give anything a try if there's a bit of profit in it for me.
I can get you into a workshop that's been making and repairing religious statues for almost 170 years.
Sounds good, Ali.
Well, why don't you drop into Randall Hawkinson? The company's been in the family since 1852 and the workshop is virtually unchanged.
That's perfect, Ali. Send us a pin and tell Randall we're on our way.
Will do. Okay, so he's in the centre of town, so it shouldn't take long to find him.
Thanks, Ali. Bye-bye. All right. This looks the part anyway, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
J. Hodkinson and Sons is a family business that has specialised in decorating churches since the 19th century.
Hello, Randall. Ali
Ian.
sent us down. Ian, yeah, nice to meet you. How are you?
Good to meet you too.
Good to meet you.
Today, the company is run by Randall Hodkinson, the great-grandson of its founder, James.
It's an old craft, and it's probably one that has died off, really. We're probably the last company doing this type of work now. Yeah,
It's like a Dickensian office or something like that.
It is, yeah. It hasn't changed at all. We're in this building since about 1880.
So how many generations then?
4 generations.
4 generations, yeah.
And the 5th generation is just coming into the business.
So what kind of stuff do you do now at the moment?
It's a lot of restoration work.
Yeah.
Everything from the general painting in churches to restoring murals, restoring Stations of the Cross. I'm restoring stuff now that was done by my grandfather and great-grandfather, you know.
I asked Ali if she could find us a unique pick. I guess somewhere that our rival traders wouldn't think of. She's certainly done that today.
So this is the workshop inside here.
Oh, wow. Cool. And what about this beautiful statue here behind you?
That's just one I've completed. It came in, it was just painted cream completely from whatever place it was in.
How old would you date that?
Again, that'd be about 1880s, I'd say, you know.
Well, it's a credit to your work because I can see, like, for a statue so old, she looks like she's brand new almost.
Certainly brought her back to life.
So is it okay if we have a little look around then and find any items that might be of interest?
The boys get to work on a rummage through a collection spanning almost 170 years of Hodkinson family work.
You seen this clock here, Ian?
God, it's nice, isn't it?
Back to the Future, like, isn't it?
Very like that, isn't it? The dock is hanging off it, isn't it, right? Just like that angel there, yeah.
Yeah. Men are given 1 evening a week for courting purposes.
And 2 if they go to prayer meetings regularly. That's gas, isn't it? 1854. This guardian angel is my number 1 anyway.
Yeah.
Randall?
Yes.
Can I just ask you about this angel over here, the sort of guardian angel?
Yes, it's one I bought myself at an auction. It's really I bought it for my wife because she's crazy into angels and that.
Right,
the idea is I'm going to restore it and put it into the house.
I'd love to get my hands on this. I think it would sell really, really well. And I've actually got a client in mind who would absolutely love this. Would you sell her?
Do you have an idea what you value it at?
Would €300 take her away?
No.
Would 500 do it?
I feel they'd be very difficult to come across one of them now.
All right, I'll have one last go, Randall. Would 700 quid work for you?
That is very tempting. But I'd probably be divorced if I sold it, so I'd have to.
You'd have to pass on
I'd have to pass on it, probably.
Yeah. Well, if I can't prize this larger statue away from you, maybe I can talk to you about one of the smaller ones, Randall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a slow start, but Ian's determined to find something that Randall will part with.
I didn't manage to get the angel, but I did spot the Child of Prague statue. I recognise this statue here.
That's the Infant of Prague, and their statue you associate with weddings.
Tradition has it that if the mother of the bride or groom puts this little statue out under a little bush the night before the wedding, you're guaranteed fine weather for the wedding day.
Because they're left outside, they get damaged usually.
Oh, yeah.
But they were very popular statues in this country.
Would this one be for sale?
Yeah.
What kind of age would you put up on this then?
It's hard to date. I'd say going by the paint style on it, I'd say probably maybe the 1930s, 40s kind of, you know.
So there's a nice bit of age to it. It's a bit worn, but absolutely perfect in my book. Would €60, would you be happy with that?
Yeah, okay, I'd do it for 60, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
Thanks very much.
Thank you, Randall, thanks very much. Right. Thank you. Right, well, I'm going to try. My brother's getting married, so I don't know if it'll work that way, will it? Or
you'd never know.
Yeah, we'll give it a bash anyway. It's a nice tradition, and the nostalgia side of it as well makes this piece very collectible.
Coming up, in the workshop, Ian discovers an iconic Irish rebel who broke the mould.
Yes.
It looks like Pádraig Pearse, is that right?
It is Pádraig Pearse, yeah.
And in Mulligan's, Ali has intriguing news on the trunk from Killinure Castle.
When I looked right down the family tree, I found a living member of the family.
In Limerick City, Dublin dealer Ian Dowling is picking through Randall Hodkinson's ecclesiastical decorating business that dates back to 1852. But not everything in the workshop has heavenly provenance, and Ian is drawn to a devilish but distressed gargoyle.
What would you recommend with this one, Randall, to clean it up?
I think just to even a sponge it down would probably and keep the old look on it.
There's a tiny little chip on the nose of the gargoyle. I'm just going to get that repaired, and I'm not going to change a thing after that.
Would €30 be okay for this one?
Yeah, €30 is fine.
Sound.
30.
Lovely. Thanks,
okay.
Thanks very much, Randall. Appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
For €30, and for a piece that's around 150 years old, made here on site by Randall's great-grandfather, I'm absolutely thrilled with that. Great value.
There you go, Butsy. You missed that one.
Can't find them off eating. Beef for Butsy.
Oh, deadly.
The search continues as Ian delves into places other dealers fear to tread.
Sorry.
You're way into places that I haven't even been to in years.
Yeah. What's this? I see kind of like a map of Ireland back here.
Yeah, I'd say that came out of a school originally. It's a relief plaster cast of Ireland.
I'll hawk guy in, you'd spot anything, wouldn't you?
What's really interesting about this plaster map is that you can see the rivers and mountains of Ireland in it. A 3D map.
And it looks maybe 1920s, 30s kind of thing.
Arnold and Son, do you remember them, or does that ring a bell with you?
No.
And although there's a little bit of damage to it, there's a lot of character and charm to it. The map was published in 1901. It's over 100 years old, and I certainly haven't seen one of these before. Imagine all the kids learning about the rivers and mountains of Ireland now with that map
absolutely.
back in the...
Probably dead and gone now that would have used that to learn all about the topography of Ireland.
Yeah. Would €80?
I'd have been thinking more around 150 of that.
This is a tricky piece to price.
It's an unusual piece. I don't think you'd come across one of them.
Yeah, no, it is. It's just the kind of damage to it. That's the only thing that's bothering me about it, you know? I'd be very happy if I could take it away for €100. Look, I'd go to 100 on it.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay, 100.
Okay, deal.
Okay.
Thanks very much. Thanks, Randall.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
I'm absolutely delighted with this find. It was buried in the back of the shed.
Cheers.
It may have been sitting in that exact spot for the last 10, 20, 30 years, untouched until we found it. Did you know you had that back there?
I did because it was in my head all the time that I might restore it, you know, but like everything, there's so much to be restored and it's trying to get time.
I'm going to put this map to auction, estimating between 200 and 300, and we'll just have to wait and see what happens from there. Hopefully a nice couple of £100 profit in this one.
Many of Randall's religious relics have been cast from moulds created by 4 generations of Hodkinsons. Amongst them, Ian spots a familiar face.
I just see a little moulding here at the bottom. Can I talk to you about it?
Yes.
Randall specialises in religious artefacts, so this could have been the Pope for all I knew. It looks like Pádraig Pearse, is that right?
It is Pádraig Pearse, yeah.
Born in 1879, Pádraig Pearse was an Irish teacher and writer. He was also a revolutionary and one of the leaders of the Easter Rising in 1916.
He's actually one of the founding fathers of the state. He read out the Irish Proclamation on the steps of the GPO in 1916. I knew I wanted this at this point. Would you be interested in selling this, or?
I'd consider it, yeah, I'd consider it. Are you going to go into the mould making business, you know?
I might do, for old Pádraig I might, you never know.
Yeah.
Would €100 take that away?
Yeah, I'd probably let it go.
That sounds, yeah. Happy days.
Happy?
Deal,
okay,
yeah.
Right.
Nice one, man.
Thank you.
Thanks very much. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Grand.
I'm really happy with the Pádraig Pearse mould. I'll send you the first mould and let you know how I get on, all
Okay,
right?
absolutely. There might be a job down here for you, so if you,
yeah.
if you do a good job in it.
There's always a huge demand in Ireland and abroad for any items relating to the rebels who led the 1916 Rising.
Selling just one bronze plaque from the mould could bring a profit of €400 alone.
The Pádraig Pearse mould is something I've no doubt is going to pay dividends for many years to come. The find of the day.
The mould offers Ian a returning profit, so the minimum he should expect to make from the 4 items picked at Hodkinson & Sons is around €760.
Right, thanks again, Randall.
Okay.
Really appreciate it. Talk to you again soon now, okay? Thank you.
Bye now.
Care.
We asked Ali to find us a unique pick, and she certainly did that. I've never really been anywhere like this before. It's been an absolute pleasure to see how the business operates and how tradition has never changed.
The boys arrive home with a jeep full of Limerick loot and Tipperary treasure. And Ian is eager to show Ali the prize pick from Randall's workshop.
So in amongst all the religious statues that he had there, this was just on the ground. And he got it from a foundry down in Cork.
Is that Pádraig Pearse?
It's Pádraig, yeah.
Oh my God.
So I was thinking we'd get lots of bronze plaques made out of this, but first maybe we get a test run done in wax.
Absolutely. This is incredible.
It's brilliant.
I can't wait to see it.
I know, me too.
The bar they bought from Kieran Murray in Limerick has arrived.
Guess who drank at this bar?
At this bar? Who?
Ollie Reid. Oliver Reid. Wasn't he?
I haven't said that.
Yeah.
There's any bar he didn't drink in.
That's true.
Here you go. Here's the proof.
So that's the top you have?
That's the top of the bar, yeah.
The corner's like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a restaurant bar / bar.
Restaurant bar.
What do you reckon they get for it?
Without the Ollie Reid connection, you're talking 3.5 for a bar like that, I think.
Sure, yeah.
With the Ollie Reid connection, I think someone will pay up to about 4.5.
Yeah.
If you're wealthy enough to have a home bar,
Yeah.
you're wealthy enough to pay 4.5 for an
That's big
antique
enough
bar
for-
that Ollie Reid drank in.
And sure enough, an American buyer loves the Ollie Reid provenance so much, they are willing to pay Ian almost €5,000 for the bar, giving him a very healthy profit of over 4,000. Meanwhile, Ali's been looking into the history of the military trunk Ian picked at Killinure Castle.
So like from these clues, I found the family tree of 3 generations. So J.H. Lloyd, the father and the sons. What's even better, when I looked right down the family tree, I found a living member of the family called Jack. And I've spoken to Jack and he's confirmed that he is the great-great-grandson of our man J.H. Lloyd, who this chest belonged to.
That's brilliant.
I know, and he's even after sending over a family diary entry and some pictures as well.
Wow.
And Jack, who I've been speaking to, he's actually the gardener at Highgrove House, which is where Prince Charles lives.
No way. He's the gardener for Prince Charles.
Exactly.
So great-great-grandson. So
Yeah.
what age are you think in the box?
I would date this box between like 1860 and 1880.
So
yeah.
did Jack express an interest in acquiring the box?
I sent him a picture and he's actually potentially interested in buying it back, so we'll be back
Great.
into his family, yeah.
I'd love to reconnect him with his trunk. I mean, it does belong to his great-great-grandfather.
Ian contacts Jack and the trunk is soon sold and back with Captain Lloyd's family. A great end to the mystery and a €540 profit for Ian. At day's end, the gang gather for a well-earned drink, and Ian turns up with the guest of honour, Pádraig Pearse.
Hey, no treat.
To ensure the quality of the mould, this test casting has been made in wax.
Oh my God, wow.
Fantastic. The detail in the face.
Wow. I'm absolutely thrilled with the Pádraig Pearse cast. It turned out beautifully. What do you reckon, Gary?
Yeah, wow, that's incredible, alright, yeah. Some find.
How much do you think you'll get for that when it's bronze?
I think in bronze about 500 quid. Confident enough now about the quality of this mould. I'm going to run these now with bronze casts of Pádraig Pearse and I'll be selling them for $499 a piece. An absolute bargain.
So we're going to mass production in, you think?
Yeah. Yeah. No, it was a great lead, Ali. We went in looking for saints, didn't we? But we came out with a rebel.
Here's the Pádraig Pearse.
Yeah, cheers. Slàinte.
Slàinte.
Cheers.